Okay guys, so we went ahead and added all of Taylor's self-employment income, but now we are adding investment income, and I wanted to show you guys how to do this. So if you made any money through investing in the stock market, through apps like Robinhood, for example, or even any cryptocurrency transactions through apps like Coinbase, that's going to apply to you here. So what you're going to want to do from here is scroll down here to your income, and you can see where we have filled out now this independent contractor work. It now shows 33,226, and I will say she does already owe 6,000, so she's not going to be thrilled about that. So please drop a like here for my sanity after I have to reveal this information to her later, and stick around because you might want to see the reaction. Anywho, moving on now to investments. And then within this section, we have 1099B. This is most likely the form you're going to receive from Robinhood, or where you're going to log cryptocurrency transactions. You can see 1099B is for the sale of stocks, mutual funds, bonds, or digital currencies. But you may also have dividend income 1099, 1099 DIV. You may also have other capital loss carryover, for example, if you have losses from a prior year. So those are less common. They don't apply here. We're going to click on edit/review under 1099B. Now I already added 2 sales here from her public.com account, but what we're going to do now is add the Robinhood account information, because she has both a long-term and a short-term sale. So this can get a little bit confusing. That's why I wanted to show you on camera, but we're going to add all of these sales together here for your different accounts. So if you have multiple 1099Bs, they're all going to go in the same place here, and then they all get calculated together. So I added the public.com ones, but now what I'm going to do is open up the 1099B from Robinhood, and I'll show you as much on screen here as possible. And what we're going to be notating here is actually a capital loss here on the sale of a cryptocurrency investment. So there are some capital gains we can see so far. For example, $64 in gains from this top sale and $84 from this bottom one, but this is actually going to offset that. So that's why you want to make sure you include all of these, because the losses can offset your short-term and long-term gains. So we're going to click here on add more sales, and what we're going to select here is a summarized entry. And for the description here, I'm just going to call this Robinhood, but you can type in whatever you want. So the first thing we have to enter here is the proceeds. So in this case, we can see from the form here, we're just going to go with the grand total. Now there was only one crypto sold, but if you have multiple, you might just choose to do the grand total, or you can log each one if you want by selecting different options prior. But we're just going to go with gross proceeds here. So the proceeds came in at 248.05. and it's going to round that for us. And now you enter your cost basis, which was $555.53, and then the sale category. Now, as far as the sale category, this does get a little bit confusing, because you can look here at the lettering and this should line up for you, but it might not line up exactly. In this case, it's calling this a box E, which is going to be a long-term basis not reported to the IRS. So we have here box E, long-term not covered. That's what we're going to select, and then we're going to click on continue. And now it recorded that Robinhood crypto loss, which is offsetting those gains here from the public.com account. And now we're going to go ahead and record the tax form for Coinbase. Now guys, the Coinbase tax form looks a little bit different. That's why I wanted to show you how to do this separately. And in this case, we're going to record each individual sale, because she actually has 3 individual cryptocurrencies that were sold for a slight loss here. I think it was a total loss of about $49. But we'll show you how to do that here. Once again, you're going to click on add more sales, and we're going to do one sale at a time this time instead of doing the summarized entry. And I'm going to record all of these sales just to show you exactly how to do this. Under description, I'm just going to put the type of currency here. So AERO is the symbol. And then we have the date acquired, which is 12/10/2024. And then if you had various dates, you could check that box here if you want to, but this is thankfully all on one date. And then the date sold was not long thereafter, 12/18/2024. And the proceeds here was 205.89, with the cost being $250. As far as the sale category, in this particular case, it doesn't give us a box, but since this is a short term, I'm going to go with box A, short term covered, but obviously make your own decision about what you choose here. And again, this is not any kind of tax advice. I'm not a tax advisor. Make sure you consult with a professional for your specific situation. We're going to click on continue now. And that added this individual sale here for Aerodrome within Coinbase. We're now going to do it for XRP and the other sale here that has to be recorded, but I'm not going to show you all of that here just to save some time. So just like that, I added the 2 sales here through Coinbase. If you had sales that resulted in gains, it would be showing a gain here, but in this case, it was 2 sales that resulted in a loss, and that can now offset any other investment gains that might be taking place here. But that's going to be it for her, so we're going to click here now on Continue. And we have now filled out all of our investments, and this has resulted in aggregate here of a total of a loss of $209 for all investment activity as far as 1099B goes, which is going to be the sale of stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and cryptocurrencies. Now, if you do have a 1099 DIV or anything else, you're going to enter that here. But in this case, we don't have those, so we're going to click on Back to Taxes Home.